is first and foremost a dope ass platform.
Shout out to Pure Rap Podcast again.
Yeah, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all stay safe out here, man. And
Appreciate
y'all, I can see y'all being big in the future. Man.
Y'all keep going and shit, stay down.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, we gotta do like an advertisement. Happy holidays. Hey, this is the PRP Podcast.
This is brought to you by PRP. We have a holiday special coming up soon, and check out the new episode for the next giveaway.
Yeah.
All right.
You like toys?
Toy drive coming soon.
That'd be dope though.
For real, especially seeing TDE, that seems like
right.
Like a thing for the future as well. Like Kendrick Lamar's name with TDE still doing like toys for the kids and stuff.
Big facts.
You know, it's not about being on the same label anymore. It's just coming together as one, as a unit.
Big facts. All right. You ready?
Yeah. I guess so.
All right.
Missing someone else.
Yeah. That'll be the first thing we're talking about.
We're waiting for somebody. Hold up.
All right.
Where you at?
1, 2. Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to the Pure Rap Podcast. You got MCK, you got Darneezy, and you got...
Oh, hey, where you at?
Hey, man. Has anyone seen Kev?
Yeah.
Has anyone seen... Damn.
Yeah.
This man, start this man's missing.
He's missing.
Put out an alert real quick.
All right, to put an alert. Missing Kev, you can help find us.
Man. So,
our other co-host.
Yeah, please help us find our third member, please. If you're out there, if you're watching right now, we had a white male. About how much pounds do you think that man is? About 500 pounds. No,
I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably doing like gifts in the North Pole. He's probably making sure the elves are doing it. You know what I mean?
You know, on the Santa sleigh.
He's on he's making sure the elves are doing wrapping up the gifts, and he's checking if you're on the naughty list and all that stuff. No, but for real, a good joke all you want about Caleb, but we're missing our third member this episode. He's a little sick, under the weather, and he at work and all that stuff too. So he's going home to rest. So he'll be back with us next Tuesday, but this Tuesday, today. Whatever the day is, I don't even know at this point.
Tuesday,
I'm lost in my days.
Tuesday the 10th?
The 10th. I know. Obviously it's
couple
Tuesday.
Couple of more weeks for Christmas.
Yeah, but 21
days.
Yeah, about to be Christmas time, man. It's about to be fun, man. So, but we're just about to hold it down this episode like a newscast. You know what I mean? Just two of us right here. So
holding it down.
Yeah, holding it down, man.
Sometimes it'd be like one anchor I've seen one time. I was like, oh shit.
Nah, for real, they be holding it down. I did an episode once on a Pure Rap Podcast.
Yeah,
just me.
Yeah, nah.
It was very. It was kind of like. It was fun. It was like I don't even know. Like it was weird, bro, because.
Yeah, everything's surrounded by you, so whatever pause you make, it's like, oh. Well,
yeah, there's no one else to pick it back up, so you kind of have to.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, well, I gotta keep going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, and then also like, at that time I was doing my channel, I was doing reactions on my own channel and stuff,
Yeah, the reactions.
So at that point I was used to it, but I don't know now. Like I would feel weird like trying to do a episode just by myself. Like I feel like we'll be able to hold it down.
Yeah,
we might have to do that one day. Like each of us do one episode just by ourselves, like 15 minutes, like nothing long, just to build ourselves and get comfortable. Like put ourselves through. Like we don't even have to put these episodes out. Just more like training.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like podcast training and just that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, just to see how long you can last with.
Yeah,
I see other people do channels by themselves. They do a topic and they talk long, like 8-10 minutes, and they're doing it. So I definitely learn from those other people I watch on YouTube.
No, 100%. Because really, you just have to keep the
audience
engaged. The eye contact. With the camera. Make sure you got your topics. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But also like. Be off the cusp with it too, throw in your own little whatever, like, humor or whatever you got, like, depending on, I guess, whatever you're doing. Like, some people are doing things from movies, like, I was watching, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching, Deadpool Wolverine earlier on Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah, I heard they got that on there.
Because I didn't watch it in the theaters, but I never seen the second Deadpool. So I was like, damn, let me just watch, like, go on YouTube, because I didn't want to watch the movie, and then, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm trying to watch this one. So I was like, let me go and do a recap and, like, look up, you know, Deadpool, you know, what I look up on YouTube. But nowadays, I just type in exactly what I'm thinking. So, like, I was like, what to know before watching Deadpool and Wolverine, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, I see some recap.
Best scenes or something.
Oh, dude did it all by himself. I wish I could, like, knew his name so I could shout out the channel. But he recapped, like, everything, like, he from the first 2 Deadpools to the X-Men series.
Yeah.
And then, like, I watched the third movie, and I was like, damn, I felt like, oh, shit. Damn. Hold on, the chair.
Damn, got used to that chair. Like, shit. Oh, shit, about to fall right now.
If you're watching that just happened, it's the chair that I'm sitting on just like expanded. Like, I don't know what just happened. So they're probably like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's the back.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. But yeah, that shit comfortable.
So he recapped everything from the movies previously.
Recapped everything.
Yeah.
And it was like 10 minutes, about 10-15 minutes by himself. You know, he had the voice and everything, but recapped that shit smoothly, bro. I was like, damn, that was on point. Like,
it's like you remembered everything too, like whatever.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you might have like something like you know written down, like one of those projectors, or you know, what I mean, probably like how like award shows and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
you gotta have something there.
I'm sure the news is the same way. Like they probably have something.
Yeah, news. Yeah,
right
they always
there
have like the little telegraph or whatever they call it. It's like right there, so they can just read up off of it.
But he did his thing, and like it helped me out. He had like probably like about 400K views too on it, so it wasn't like,
oh shoot.
So I'm not the only one that was looking for these recaps, you know. But and it's exactly what I needed. So then I watched the movie and I was like, yeah, it was good too. You watched it?
The Wolverine, yeah, I seen it. I seen it in theaters. Yeah, I seen it in theaters. No, it's pretty solid though.
Yeah, that
was a good ass movie. I mean, especially if you're a big like X-Men fan, big Wolverine fan.
I fuck with Wolverine.
Yeah, like Hugh Jackman, like that dude. He played
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he played a lot of good roles in that. I mean, from X-Men to Logan and all that stuff. But
big facts.
Yeah, I know actually to see somebody like grow up, you watch, and then they're actually like, yeah, this is gonna be my final movie. To watch that and be like, damn, like.
So is he done? Like with Wolverine?
From what I'm hearing, it sounds like like that was the last one he felt like he was gonna do.
Damn, because I thought they were gonna try to make a Wolverine versus Hulk movie.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching his like interviews on YouTube, like. He was doing like I think not hot ones, but there was like cooking ones or whatever. But they asked him questions and he kind of spilled. He was like, "Yeah, this is kind of like my last time. That was like my last movie." Damn. Kind of like.
I mean, he's getting up there too. He's about like 50. Like he's like in his 50s.
I mean, there's other guys.
Because you still have to like. You know, he still has to stay like in shape and
it's
like for that role, you know. It's like so, you know, if he's like 54 years old,
it's definitely got to be strict.
You know, I mean, you gotta be strict, with like
training, everything,
all that stuff, bro. Like to make sure you look that part. So I'm pretty sure it's probably like a lot. You know what I mean?
That's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot to be training for those type of movies. So.
Big facts. But it was dope seeing him again too as Wolverine. Like just like all the different variants and like from the multiverse and all the different. You know and just what they did with that movie was pretty good. I'm not a huge Deadpool. I'm not a huge Deadpool fan only because like I'm not a big fan of like I like my shit like to be like a dark you know.
The humor
is when you say it like that. Like, people gonna be, you want your shit to be what?
What?
Dark? What? No, but no, like for something like. It was funny, you know what I mean? But sometimes I'm not a huge fan of like superhero movies and all that stuff being like over the top funny. Like I want it to be a little deep, like you know what I mean? Like, which this movie did, but like yeah, but sometimes with Deadpool, like you know, it's like a parody, you know, like of like superheroes and stuff too. So the jokes, it's just a lot of like you know, just joking and stuff, like which is cool. Don't get me wrong, like it's a time and place for everything. Which I know, like Deadpool. So the first one, I remember when I watched the first Deadpool, people gonna hate me for this, but I was like, bro, I feel like. I didn't spend money on it. I went with my dad to go see it. Because we were just randomly like in downtown, like back when they do the little $5 that theater that was used to be there.
In downtown, right?
Remember that little theater?
Yeah, I've never been to it though. But
yeah, tickets would be like $5.
Oh
you know
shoot!
I mean?
Nah, I never. Man,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah. I remember walking past it back in the day, but I never knew it was $5. But,
yeah, but I mean, it didn't cost much, but it was like one of those things where I was like, damn, I didn't even buy the ticket, but I felt you wasted your money. You know what I mean? Like this movie that shit was ass, bro. That shit was garbage. But I don't mind the Deadpool character as far as like, you know, like. But in the second one, I didn't watch the second one, but I heard the second one was a lot better. Yeah. And this one, the Wolverine Deadpool one, I was like, okay, this is dope. Like I fuck with this one. But you know what I mean? I just didn't really care for the first one too much. But that's just my own preference of like how I like, you know, certain movies.
It was cool. I mean, like Blade was in it. Obviously,
Wesley Snipes, man.
And then
that's what I'm saying. Like, I respect that because I guess he like Ryan Reynolds personally hit up.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You know,
about
hit him up.
That story about.
You know what I mean? And so like I got major like that. Like my respect level like went. All you know what I mean, all the way up for that. Like once I heard that, I was like, oh yeah.
Because I mean, we want another Blade movie. I mean, just getting a little bit off topic, but we wanted a little Blade movie. But then there was another guy gonna play it. I forgot his name, but
something Marsala or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, dang man,
he's a good actor. I can see him as Blade though.
Yeah. Nah,
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
But I was like, you know, I mean, he was in this movie. I'm like, dang, man.
I feel like this though gave him his flowers. Like he, like you know, what I mean, like in the ending, like of that, like put some respect on. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he like not even just for black superheroes at that time. Yeah. Like you know, and even in general, there's not a whole lot of on screen. Yeah. You know, there's black heroes and stuff. Static Shock has said all these different heroes, but like on screen. He was one of the first, you know what I mean?
It's like the anime stuff.
Yeah, but like as like a live, like, you know, figure of being like, man, like I want to be like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, like Blade, like that's like a real black, like, you know, hero. So, but I feel like this was a good way of just giving him like that storybook ending of, okay, like, you know, he was like you're seeing, you know what I mean? Like, especially because that's Marvel. Mm-hmm. So they have to say, okay, you know what I mean? Yeah. Ryan Reynolds could be like, hey man, I had this idea, but it still has to go through.
Gotta go through the Hollywood.
You know, Marvel, Disney, like all that. It still has to go through. Then they still have to be like, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. You know what I mean? So,
the Gambler was funny with the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, I feel like it was dope, like just to you know, give everyone like their, you know, their moments and stuff like that. So all the callbacks and like the Johnny Storm from Fantastic Four, but even though he's Captain America. Yeah, bringing Chris Evans back as, you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you haven't watched the movie like me, I know spoiler at this point. Like, it is what it is. You know,
it's. I mean, it's been out. I feel like now with the streaming,
that's what I'm saying.
People already gotten up.
Yeah, so I'm fucking up everything for everyone.
It's like I'm spilling this, this there. Well, I mean, obviously before the movie, or actually that weekend it came out, it was already like on the media. They already clips.
Yeah, because that's how I knew about Blade and stuff. I was like, man, really, like, man, fuck all that.
They started already like showing like snippets of the movie. I'm like, oh, Blade's in. I'm like, dude, I ain't even watched.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to be like surprised, you know, but I guess hey, that's how we're in that.
That's how the internet is.
You know, we're in that age now where it's like you better catch your first week or else, like, if you don't catch your first week, bro, you better stay off of social media, bro.
Shows, series, movies,
bro. But you ever have, even when you're trying to stay away from something, like sometimes I was trying to stay away from something, right? I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna go on Instagram, you know, because I don't want to see this. Like, and I know if I go on it, I'm gonna see this, right? Yeah. But then I'll go on YouTube and all of a sudden I'll see like a short, and I'm like,
like I don't say that even YouTube,
but it'll be like the thumbnail. Like I don't even have to click on the short for it to already be like, yeah. And damn, I just saw, you know, like that's how I saw Blade, and because it was just like a little YouTube like short, like as I was scrolling, and all of a sudden I see like Blade and new Deadpool or whatever, and I'm like, man, like damn, y'all ruined this. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to be like,
it's the phones, you know, they be listening to our conversation, so. You know, YouTube,
the algorithm. They know exactly. They're like, are you trying to stay away from this? Bet.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we'll give you like little thumbnails and little clips.
Nah, they don't be playing, man. They don't be playing, bro. Yeah, man. What else you been into before we hop into the
holidays?
Have you got any gifts or anything?
I haven't even started. I think I made blueprints in my head on paper.
Yeah, I'm starting on Thursday when I get paid.
Yeah, so I mean, we got a little bit of time. We got a couple of weeks.
Right.
But yeah, you know, one thing about the holidays too, I like to bring up is that, you know, the holidays shouldn't be too stressful.
Yeah, don't stress yourself out.
Don't stress yourself out on trying to get that gift for someone and all that stuff.
It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts. So that's why I try to tell myself, it's like, don't try to get the almost the best gift, or, you know, try to go above and beyond. It's like, you know, and sometimes it's always about the company. People don't really care about the gifts these days, you know. As
that's a big fact. It's like, I just want to like see you there, you know what I mean?
People just want to have company. People just want to be, you know, seeing each other and stuff like that, because, you know, there's people out there that I mean, you know, that lost a family member during Thanksgiving break. Yeah. And, you know, this person has to come into the holidays, you know, somebody I know from work. Yeah. You know, and it was like, you wish you had that person with you for the like for Christmas time. Like, when that hits, you know, and you going into the next holiday, it's like, dang, like, you know, this family member is not gonna be here. Yeah, he's not gonna be there next Christmas. Yeah, so it's like, don't take for granted, like, what you got. You know, if you do have your brother around, or your sister, your mom, your dad, aunt, uncle, like best friends, if you're you know, whoever you're with, your dog, I don't like, you know. Like, don't take that for granted, for real, because that's big facts, bro. Because like I said, my brother's coming down in a couple of weeks for Christmas time, so same thing. It's like just being able to, you know, see him after, you know, it's been a while. So and like that's what I was saying last episode, exactly what you're talking about. Like, I would go to the Bay Area, you know, when I was younger, and I'm not expecting no gifts. I'm just happy to be over here, like seeing my cousins, playing with my cousins, and you know what I mean, and seeing my aunt and stuff. Like, so people grow up. Yeah. So like man, now that's huge facts, bro. And like, I know people try to stress out and like, oh, I have to get this for this person. It's like, bro, like, you don't have to get that, you know, that giant, you know, best gift ever. Like, like, I mean, and people could feel the way they want to feel about it, but at the end of the day, like you said, company is everything. Just being there, and also, you know what I mean, like, and you know, even if you get that nice little gift of how you feel, you know what I mean, of something a little, you know, thoughtful, or if you saw someone on something on their list like that they had, you know, some people got lists. You know, you don't have to don't break the bank, you know what I mean, like, don't you know what I mean, don't go all out, you know what I mean, because you got, you know, you could do it all year round. I mean, on their birthdays. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, spread it out a little bit. So so that's all I wanted to bring up. Just don't stress on the holidays. Yeah, don't stress on the holidays, man. Don't stress on the holidays. I'm still waiting to watch Polar Express. I'm waiting till it gets a little deeper into okay, speaking of that, since you brought that up, I saw a picture on Instagram saying the top movie is Home Alone for a Christmas movie.
I could see that.
I was like, that's not wrong. Polar Express was in the bracket, but
it was like top 10.
Yeah, it fell
Polar Express is definitely top 10. But I mean, Home Alone is good because I think for Polar Express, a lot of people might think it's slow, like a slower pace. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I think with Home Alone, it's just like from kids to adults. It's one of those things where it's like you're just gonna like it's just a bunch of chaos and shit. Yeah, you know,
it's so relatable.
Flying around and shit,
it's
pranks,
so
you know.
It's classic. Like, I mean, you know, imagine it actually, like, not even him, you know,
relatable.
Home Alone. Yeah, as a kid, but think of it as an adult.
So you was Home Alone and motherfuckers was trying to get into was trying to rob you.
Trying to rob me? What
was going on? Yeah, what's going on in your childhood?
I mean, looking back now and growing up as an adult, watching that movie, it's like, dang, like that movie is like, it's so iconic because it's like it tells like just everything from like just being home alone, from chaos from the stores and chaos during the holidays, going to fly out. Bro, that's how it is now. Man, people try to fly out from Ohio, this.
Because especially in some places, it's snowing like crazy. So you might not even be able to, the plane might not be able to leave because of snow. It's like, bro, that's just too much. Like, we can't even, like, now your holiday plans are delayed. You know what I mean?
It's like, it shows a lot, and it's definitely, like, so nostalgic to really just bring that back in together into your life. And you're like, dang, I see why my family member can't come in during the holidays. You know, I see why the stores is crazy. And I can see why that you could be home alone, you know, or you know, on the holidays, you never know.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Because you're left at the place. You're left at the airport. They forgot about you.
Man.
They forgot about you at the airport. But nah, that.
Hey man, we need to be. Hey, hold on, bro.
Oh, sponsor.
Hey man,
sponsor?
we need to be sponsored. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if we are gonna get our first one, I need to be Suja, man. I'm drinking my green juice. You know, I'm trying to, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I can always cook greens and stuff. You know what I mean? So I try to get it, you know, in other ways. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah. Nah, it's definitely seemed like.
But yeah, and they're from California too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Oceanside. So it's like, bro, like, come on, man. Suja, I might have to send them an email like, hey man,
I didn't even notice that.
I might have to send them this. I might have to send them
the picture.
Like, hey, look, bro, I'm drinking this.
Like, on the show, episode show.
Come rock with us. You know what I mean? We're trying to be healthy. We're trying to be pure. You know what I mean?
Hey, that'd be cool though. Imagine having a pod with them, like having an episode with them.
That's a good
That'd
idea.
be cool. To just like, just talk really, talk about the whole business.
Oh, hold on, man.
Yeah, I just thought about something.
We're gonna have to email them, bro, because
that'd be cool. Because I'm like, I didn't even until you dawned on me. I drank those, but I didn't even. I wasn't looking at the bottle clear. Like, oh, this Oceanside.
Bro, I'll be drinking the juice shots. Like, I'm a fan.
Oh, the shots.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like. We just gave them a whole fucking advertisement. We're not even getting paid for this. So it's like, hey, man, I'm trying to say, like,
hey, man, we'll give them a shout out, man. Come.
Yeah, Soldier, come mess with us, man.
Come sit down with us and talk.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even have to sit down. We could go over to the.
Oh yeah, so their facility over there.
Facility,
how they do it? Yeah.
Do a live interview. Bring they show us like the process.
Yeah, man. And they let us sample all the drinks. And
now that's
all the juices.
That's what I really want. I need to taste of that new flavor. You know what I mean? Like
health as well, man. I appreciate them for doing drinks like that.
Nah, for real, man.
It's really convenient because I be getting.
But it's so convenient, bro. Yeah, so convenient.
Like you said, get your greens.
Yeah, get your greens, man.
Hey, if you can't eat them, you can always drink them. You know,
let's go, bro. Yo, that's hilarious.
I don't even know. It just came in my head.
That was perfect, bro. Nah, get your greens, bro. When you say you can't eat them, you can always drink them.
You can always drink them.
Nah, bro. We gotta sit.
We gotta send them that clip. We gotta send them that snippet right there.
Yeah, we gotta send them that exactly, bro. That shit is perfect, bro. Damn, man. Yo, I can't.
Oh my god!
So I just wasn't expecting you to say that.
I don't even know. It just flickered in my head right now.
Something so perfect. You're like, yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my god!
Oh, my lungs. God damn. Hold on. Hey,
he said
intermission with her. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, bro. That was.
Sheesh. Hey,
point, bro. That was on point.
We need y'all. We need to sit down with y'all, or we could go to y'all. Man, we gotta check out with them.
That was funny, man.
Oh my gosh, man. What else? What else is there to talk about these days, man? Talk about hip hop.
Gotta put these on, bro.
So much going on.
It's about to get dark, bro.
Oh, it's about to get dark in the hip hop scene right now.
It's about to get dark before we start to get into these topics. You know what I mean?
There's some highs and some lows.
Yeah, you know, it was lighthearted. You know, we had to start, very lighthearted, man. But first, man, what do you think about this? Well, I guess first off, recent, just like now, not now, but we're seeing NBA YoungBoy got a, couple years. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I think I just seen that.
And we got the Jay-Z lawsuit.
Wow, yeah, that was really big. Yeah, I definitely, it was crazy at that time. I like opened Instagram and I saw his name and it said something about raping and all that stuff.
Yeah. So
I was when I heard the rape,
allegedly
Jay-Z's name, those two don't go together. So I was I was shocked. Yeah, I don't know what to believe.
Yeah, because it was
hopefully it's not true, and it was back in like 2000.
Yeah, because it was
or something like that.
Yeah, so wasn't it after supposedly it was. Yeah, supposedly it was the after party though. So
after party of VMAs.
Yeah, so I guess it was Diddy or whatever, and then it was like I guess this a 13-year-old at the time.
Crazy.
Was flown. Was flown, not flown, but like I guess brought to the after party, whatever, and then supposedly the alleged thing is that Diddy and Jay-Z raped her, but I didn't read like everything about it, but that's why, we're not gonna make this whole like we just follow along. Same thing with the other thing. We just follow along.
Allegations.
It's all this is all beginning stages, and we'll see because Jay-Z and his team immediately came out right after. You know what I mean? Like right after that happened. With the quickness, like, whoa, hold on now, like, is this like an extortion, like, or what is like we don't do that, Jay-Z's like, nah, we don't, we don't do that around here. So they came out with the quickness and like immediately like nah, we're gonna nip this one in the bud. So I don't know, I guess we'll see, man.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, moving forward with that whole lawsuit and allegation.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, because we know, Jay-Z and Nitty got ties and all, different things and happen, but with stuff like this, when you hear it, it's just kind of like, damn, like you don't, obviously we hear a lot of things being alleged in different lawsuits and stuff, and sometimes it could be a plot for money or a ploy for this or whatever, so you never know what to, believe until actually, like, or is it innocent until proven guilty, what I mean? So, just Jay-Z, you got to just keep on moving. You know what I mean? Like I said, when we're talking off camera, he's at the Lion King like premiere thing, whatever, with saying his daughter and stuff too. So
Ivy,
yeah. So he's like, just keep living. It's like, bro, like don't, like. But the thing that sucks about stuff like this is, man, with the, seeing, even just a headline like that, it's just like, you don't even want to see that. You don't even want to see a headline like that just scrolling. All of a sudden, you just stop. You're like, whoa, wait.
Yeah, I know. I was IG, and then his name popped up. All these blogs all talking about it.
Yeah, because we all know. Yeah, because we know it's like,
I knew what the Diddy, allegation or all this whole lawsuit with that. I knew different people in the game. His name's gonna start dropping pretty soon.
Yeah. So people close to him and all that stuff in the game.
Close to him, his sons and all this stuff going on.
Yeah, so we'll just keep a close eye.
Yeah, just keep it. We don't have all the facts. Nothing's being true and
all the stuff that's disclosed and whatnot. So.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's nothing. But there's people saying, and then what was it? And it was saying Diddy and them were drugging a girl in the early 2000s or something. Some other little allegations there.
Yeah, it's a lot, bro.
It's a lot. Sometimes when you go on Twitter, people be finding the deepest.
Yeah, no, bro. Yeah, you start seeing those threads, and all of a sudden, it's like this thing is linked to this. Like, it's like
it's like a whole thread of like
Twitter. The Twitter courthouse is going crazy.
It's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah, they don't be playing, man. Also, I guess we could get into. There's two other topics that we could get into. We could, because we do got to continue with the Drake lawsuit from last episode.
Yeah.
Then there was also Andrew Schulz, the comedian. Recently, that's kind of been going around about what he said about Kendrick.
Yeah, he was saying some weird stuff.
Yeah, so I guess we could go into that first, and then we could just close it off with talking about the Drake stuff, because that's a long one. You know what I mean? Because we could talk about that for a while, but yeah. So the Andrew Schulz, the comedian, was basically like saying, well, I guess it started from him talking about black women, like men that go out with like black women, whatever, or like I don't want to butcher no quotes, you know what I mean, but like they like men like shave their head and like go crazy, whatever, because they got to deal with the attitude and all that stuff, you know what I mean, of black women basically. And then Kendrick Lamar said, and Whacked Out Murals, he had a line where he was like, white comedians like don't let no white comedians talk about black women, and that's law, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So talk about that, and then I think there was some other stuff in between whatever was said, and then but not on Kendrick Lamar's side, but more so on the comedian. And recently, I think that's when he was like, "Oh, what did he say? He said something about like, I guess it was like basically like making him seem like he's just small, you know what I mean, and like." I guess you could turn if it's a rape joke or he's small, whatever. You can make it, but basically like, his security guards, they could fuck me up, whatever. But Kendrick, like, I could easily fuck him, like, basically. Because what he was saying, he's like,
he said something.
He's like, I think like, he's like, I think majority of people can, like, if I was to hold him against his will, whatever, it's like, what's he gonna be able to do, like, so So he's just making a joke on like how like tiny and small.
Basically, how small.
Because they showed the picture of like him next to like Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Like Taylor Swift's like
Taylor Swift is up high, and Kendrick's a small guy in the game. And it's like that's kind of weird. Like the way he said in that concert.
Yeah, that's a big pause.
Yeah, for sure. Whoa, it's like, I smash Kendrick. I don't care what is going on.
It's like, hey yo, hold on, that's not.
Hey yo,
but that's not white people shit, anyways, though.
Yeah, that type of humor or something. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what people also gonna know, like, white people be like joking about that type of shit all the time. Like,
yeah, I mean,
even like growing up as kids, you got white friends who be like, take like all the gay jokes and stuff like that. Like,
nah, they say that that's how they joke around. So
so I mean, I
definitely get that. But
the black woman comment for me was like a little weird, but
I mean, and this
especially when it's like you're just. Like
they try too much with the
they be
trying to make fun of like other races and black women and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I mean I don't.
It's harder when you try too hard.
Yeah, I don't mind like racial comedy and stuff like that. Like some shit could be funny like off of stereotypes and stuff, but
stereotypes.
But I don't know. Sometimes with the black women stuff though, to me it's like I don't know. Some people just aren't that like.
Is it because he's white and he's talking about it? Or
it's not necessarily that, bro. I just think it's like you could feel a certain vibe from certain people, and others like that might say a joke, and then others that say it just like seems a little forced. Like it's just like you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like some people like, and I like certain comedies. I be making jokes and shit and laughing around, but like, and I'm not we try to stay neutral and a lot of shit, but like for instance like someone like him, like I've seen some of his stuff before. Like I watched him interview some or like people like he does the thing with Charlemagne as well. So I've seen his stuff before, and like he's a funny character. You know what I mean? But there's certain things where it's like some I feel like it's like hit or miss. Like some things like you might say don't always have that hit. Like it might not. It might be funny like a little bit or something, but sometimes it just don't hit. Like. You've seen comedians where they'll like say a joke and sometimes it just don't. Like it's okay though. Like it just don't hit. Like back to the drawing board. Like maybe another one. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's just not your like lane of you shouldn't like jokes of making fun of like black women or stuff like that. That might just not be your lane. You know what I mean? Like maybe
people
try
have their
different
own lane.
things.
That's
You know what I mean? So like
before on we was talking about like Gary Owens. Like he's a white comedian, right?
Yeah.
And he has like a black wife, and he talks about the way black women are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because he's really living that.
And
life.
if he's really living it and been around it,
he's been around it. Yeah. So he's not fortunate.
Yeah, and especially if it's like but I think with him that helps out a little bit too is that other black comedians have like said good things about him too, so it's like okay, he kind of has that. And I don't want to give no one like a pass or something like that, because same thing, just as you get a pass, can be taken right away. You know what I mean? So, but and for Kendrick Lamar, who's a part of the culture, you know what I mean, and we're gonna stick up for black women and stuff like that. Kendrick has all the money. I think a lot of comedians, especially in this day and age too, will. I feel like as a comedian, like say what you want. Like I don't want to take away from. That freedom of speech, like say what you want, you know what I mean, and say it. If it's funny, I'm pretty sure you have tons of people who thought that was funny, you know what I mean. You have others who aren't, just like we're seeing now. We're talking about it, the backlash behind comments being made, right? Say what you want to say, but also as a comedian, I'm not a comedian, but I'm just talking about like for comedians, you have to deal with the repercussions also.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you and I'm sure he knows that, right? Like he has to know that.
Yeah, that's why. That's why it's crazy with the comedian these days. It's hard to be funny because people can take it over the top.
Yeah.
That's why there's.
But if you're gonna say something, you gotta.
Yeah.
It's either apologize or stand on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for him, it's like you either do one thing, maybe I did go a little too far, my fault. Like, I didn't mean it like, not necessarily I didn't mean it like that, but like, I got love for black women, but like, but these are jokes, you know what I mean? I'm sure he probably did say this. I didn't really like look too deep into it, like watch every single video and to see what his replies were and stuff. So I'm just saying in general, if that's like, I don't know. You're just gonna have to either stand on it or
that's what it is.
All comedians, you know what I mean? We're in that era now where it's like every little thing you say. But I think some comedians try to hide behind comedy a little bit too much too.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what I was.
Just because you're a comedian, you can make a joke. You know, that's the one thing I do want to say, bro. My fault. Like, not to be like super long-winded and shit, but I do feel like a lot of comedians too, though, play that. It's like the card you could play. Oh, well, I'm just a comedian. It's just jokes.
Yeah, it's just jokes.
But it's like, just because you're a comedian, like, come on, like I feel like they hide a little bit too much behind that.
Yeah.
To where that means they could say anything and, oh, I'm a comedian. Of course I can say that, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Does that make sense though? Yeah, and that's the type of shit to me where it's like, bro, but at the end of the day, we're still human though. It's like, so people are gonna feel away, especially black women who already get treated like, you know, like shit anyways for, you know, who knows how long, you know what I mean? So of course people are gonna feel away, especially someone like Kendrick who is, you know, for the culture. So
that's what the thing, and then there's not that many like, you know, comedy movies coming out, and it used to be a lot of stuff back in the day. See now, you know, I think a lot of the comedian stuff is kind of it's not dying out, but it's not over the top anymore because they feel like they're gonna be.
I feel like you gotta go to the shows.
Yeah,
like, you gotta go to a comedy show for it to be like, you know, like that's like the sanctuary where it's like, okay, if this is set in a comedy show, it's okay.
It's okay, but
you know what I mean. But like,
they don't have movies and stuff.
Or like, or just or like even just on podcasts or different shows. It's like
podcasts.
Like this shit is like, you know, like you gotta be ready for the repercussions. You know, like if you're in it's like a it's like a football player. Like during the game, you could tackle somebody. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, or you can hit somebody. You know what I mean? Because it's during the play when the play is on. But if you outside tackling people, whoa. But I'm a football player.
It's like your job.
Yeah, they say, hold on, your job's supposed to be on the field. So like, I mean, like, bro, if you're in the, you know what I mean, if you're in the realm of things like, you know what I mean, inside the, you know, the comedy, you know, the comedy stores or whatever it is, you know what I mean, different arenas, whatever, wherever you're performing at, it's like, say whatever the fuck you want to say in there, you know what I mean? Because that's your home, that's your turf.
Yeah.
But outside, you got to be ready, like, for... You know what I mean? For whatever could happen. You feel me?
Be ready
like,
for whatever.
I don't know. That's just how I feel about comedians now, too. Like, it's just like I feel like they hide a little bit too much behind comedy. But I'm all for it. I like hearing, like, the crazy shit, though, too. Like, I like... It's funny to me, too. Like, I will say, though, the Kendrick joke, like, about, you know, fucking him was a little... but I do understand, like, the white humor, too. It's like, that's some shit that, like, you know... But I fuck with Kendrick too much for like that shit to also stand too. So it's like, man, like
that's pretty.
Yeah, I think Mike Tyson or someone said it. Like, you know, people be talking on social media also like, no, without the like, if you start that shit to him in person or something, it's like you might get punched in the mouth. You know what I mean? But you could hide a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Saying some weird stuff like that.
Yeah. Right,
because fighting words.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's some fighting shit right there. Like, because that's like, I don't know. That's like blatant disrespect though too. You know, it's like it's different than just making a joke. Like that's like clearly like blatant disrespect. You know what I mean? But hey,
yeah, that's how the comedians are. You know, what can we say?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know what I mean?
That's kind of how they are. I mean, they're just playing. They're playing the game. They're playing the role as, you know, being a comedian, and they can say they could, you know, get away with stuff because everything they say now, it's like they're trying to be funny.
Yeah. You know.
Funny, so that's what's crazy.
Yeah, but that's like one of those jokes too, where it's like, do you feel like there's things that's off limits though?
There's things that's off limits.
Because for me, I don't think there's necessarily off limits. I think there's, I think there's just be ready for what could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, they could
feel
be.
Like I'm for comedians saying whatever the fuck you want. Me personally,
they could say something about, you know, what is it, the LGBTQ community. They could talk about
but be ready for, like Dave Chappelle. It's like he knows it. Be ready for what's to come. If you do say this, just know
when you jump in that roll of the room. And you're the loudest in the room. You say these type of things. Yeah, so like
there's another group of people who aren't gonna fuck.
Yeah, they ain't gonna mess with it. But there's gonna be a small group of people that do mess with it. So, I mean, I don't know. You're not always gonna be liked being a comedian. I think that's like the hardest career in life to live. It's like, you're not always gonna be liked. You're always gonna be either disliked or be praised for being funny.
And then also like how serious you could be taken. Because most people can be like, oh, he's a funny guy.
But he's just a funny guy. You know
what I mean? Yeah. So
like, you know, he does
like Chris Rock.
He or she gotta always be
like the Chris Rock shit. You know, oh, he's just a funny goddamn. And I got smacked up. You know what I mean? So It's just like, it's unfortunate too, you know what I mean, when shit like that happens. But I mean, that's like what shit's. Now that's the type of thing where the Andrew Schulz guy and Kendrick should pop him for saying that type of shit. That's what I could be like. That's to me more of pop worthy too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the Will Smith one, he was laughing too, like until he looked at it back, like, oh shit, she ain't laughing. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know, man. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, bro.
Shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Kendrick GX.
Yeah. And thing is too, it's like, I don't know if Kendrick be in the trenches doing push-ups and shit too. So it's like, you know what I mean? Hey, man.
Squabble up.
Yeah, that's what
squabble
I'm saying.
He about to squabble up.
It's like, hey, man. Hey, Schulz, man, if you watch it, like, hey, man,
you better squabble up,
man. Hey, you better squabble up, man. You better, you better watch out.
Yes.
Nah, for real. Hey, man. I'm on Team Kendrick though, always, man. So I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And like I said, I try to stay neutral and just, you know, let people know about, you know, what kind of goes on with this and on. We just give our opinions. I don't necessarily choose sides or anything like that. Like I said, we're not bashing the dude or anything like that either. You know what I mean? Like, clearly, like, people watching this, we're not bashing, you know, even the comedian. We're not bashing, you know, rap. Like, we don't bash, like, hence the Pure Rap Podcast. We don't do that. But, but yeah, I will say this though, Team Kendrick. We're on the West. We in San Diego, so we biased, you know.
On the West Coast.
Yeah. I'm always being Team Kendrick. You know?
Team Kendrick. Team Cali rappers.
You know what I mean? I'm on Team Kendrick. You know what I mean? But speaking of Team Kendrick, man, we got that Drake lawsuit.
Drake.
But you know, there's different. You know, I guess it was a potential lawsuit for Universal Music Group and Spotify. We were talking about last episode, so that was little part one. But I don't even necessarily think of that as a part one because we didn't really have enough time. It was like the last 5 minutes, like,
we had
a
a
podcast,
few minutes to talk about it.
Yeah. So, and also I believe it's to Universal Music Group and Spotify, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if Apple is part of this or not. But
I heard Universal.
Yeah, but I guess there's a lot though, like this, you know, this payola. Like, I'm looking at the XXL.
What? Oh, their article.
Their article, yeah. But there's a lot of different things like
that. He's that's in the lawsuit. It's not about Kendrick numbers and all that. Is it still that?
Yeah. So he's saying like
else?
The allegations is the pre-action petition claims Spotify launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves with Not Like Us in order to ensure the song went viral by any means, or by means of bots, pay-to-play agreements, and false advertising. So like I was saying last episode, payola, bots, all those different things, right? Which is illegal. UMG charged Spotify a 30% lower licensing rate in exchange for Spotify recommending the song to users who were searching for unrelated content. Neither company disclosed the licensing agreement. They're saying that UMG through Interscope paid third parties to use software bots to inflate the song, blah, blah, to trick consumers into believing that the song was more popular than it actually was, which... Well, let me just go through these first, and then I'm already got like my thoughts on that. But
he's like, I got my thoughts right there.
An unknown individual revealed on a DJ Academics live stream that Kendrick label paid him $2,500 via a third party to help jumpstart the song's campaign with bots. The individual claims they were offered $2,500 and a percentage of the song sales. UMG hired third parties to inflate the numbers of the Not Like Us music video with bots. UMG paid Apple Inc. to have Siri purposely misdirect users to Not Like Us when they asked the digital assistant to pull up Drake's Certified Lover Boy album, which is wild. Hey, wait, hold on. Your phone not on?
Nah.
I was about to try that. Wait, what they say? They asked Siri what? They asked Siri.
Freaking.
Okay, wait. How do I talk to Siri? I don't talk to Siri, bro. So what do I click on to talk to Siri? Do I got to hold it down?
Just be like, hey Siri.
Hey Siri, play Drake's Certified Lover Boy album. Nigga, they playing it. No.
They're playing it. They're playing it right now.
Yeah. No, that's funny though. But I mean, just because I just read that.
Yeah, just read it.
And these are all alleged. So I just want to
So you put the Hey Siri.
Can you imagine if Not Like Us started playing?
Doom, 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 doom.
Insane. But
Hey Siri, play the best song of 2024. Probably Not Like Us.
Hey, listen.
Could you imagine?
Hey Siri, Play the best song of 2024. The fuck is that?
Okay.
A song called 2024. I'm gonna have to mute that.
Or should have been. Oh, maybe you should have said the best hip hop.
They're gonna try to.
Song
Yeah, right. They just randomly played a hip hop song, but it was called 2024.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So some motherfucker out there played a song called 2024. Damn.
Never mind.
I'm only gonna have to like block that shit out before they copyright us for both those songs.
For real.
Even just the beat playing just a little bit.
Just a little 5 seconds.
Yeah, just a 5 second. That wasn't even 5 seconds. That was like
2
1 second. But yeah, so Universal Music Group engaged in payola with independent radio promoters who forward the funds to radio stations and radio employees to play Not Like Us, which I was saying last episode, the payola, which has been illegal. Like you can't pay. You know what I mean? But I feel like something tells me that I feel like that happens all the time. But
other artists, yeah. But
I could be wrong. But
yeah,
UMG paid for NFR podcast, a popular X account and YouTube account to promote the single without disclosing payment. And UMG removed the Not Like Us copyright restrictions on YouTube and Twitch in order to incentivize influencers to spread the song. But for that, I felt like, because I do remember seeing Kendrick removed. I've seen other artists do that too, like Tyler Creator removed the copyright for his song so streamers could and reactors could react to it.
Oh yeah,
Kendrick did that. So
he did that too.
So they don't get the copyright.
Don't get to. Yeah.
So it's not like that's. So yeah, I'm sorry on that one. God damn it. Yeah, on that one I gotta call a little bit of. Yeah, but
he's like, what?
Yeah. Only because that doesn't. That's not. I mean, I don't know, but like I said, these are all alleged. Some of these I'm already kind of like. To me personally, I'm like, I don't see you winning on this, but that's just me. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was some payola though, or like stuff like that. Only because I feel like labels probably do that in general. I wouldn't be surprised if any of this shit was done for Drake's albums in the past. Boost this more. Drake's the top artist.
Oh yeah, he's the top artist. Yeah,
because you see Drake everywhere. You know what I mean? So like, I wouldn't be surprised if this shit's been done to other like say,
albums
you know what I mean? Like So I don't know. Like me personally, I feel like that shit probably happens for top artists, but I could, like I said, I could be wrong. We're not in these corporate, these headquarters and all that stuff, and we don't know what the fuck goes on. So behind the scenes, but UMG, that's a long one.
UMG.
So there's more. There's UMG terminated employees who had an affiliation and loyalty to Drake. Refused to engage in negotiations after Drake notified them of the economic harm the song was having on his image, and instead suggested he take legal action against Kendrick Lamar. The company threatened to take legal action against Kendrick Lamar if Drake sued them. Drake believes he has a cause for civil RICO case because of the alleged predicate acts of wire fraud, mail fraud, and a bribery of UMG's payments to unknown third parties in the form of reduced licensing fees to Spotify. So there's a lot. I mean, there's more, but I could keep going. But that was
the whole booklet.
It could be the whole episode trying to go through all this shit. But so there's a lot.
Yeah.
Drake feeling like his money's also being hurt, like, from, his likeness and his image from what the song says about him, which I could see him feeling like that. But that's rap beef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rap beefs, people say this about you. You was doing this with this girl, blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like with hip hop, bro, like he might just not be handling this shit well at all, bro. Because in hip hop beef, man, it's like, bro, just take it on the chin. Like, I think Stephen A. Smith. I don't know. Did you see Stephen A. Smith's rant about Drake?
I think I saw some, but I'm
like, he said it best, bro. He's like, bro, like, this is hip hop, bro. Like, he's like, there ain't no lawsuit. Like, you're not supposed, like, bro, take it on the chin. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, or either say like he got me. Kendrick got it. He got him. He got me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like an MMA. Like, if you get knocked down, okay, he got me. He got me. Yeah, he got.
He took it to the chin.
He took it to the chin. You know what I mean? But
this is
or go back to the studio. You're a rapper. Go back to the studio and rap. Nigga, this something like, go. Let's either keep going. Like, nah, I got something else. Like, let's keep going. You know what I mean? And we just keep loading the clip.
Yeah.
Or just, you got to bow down. Like you know, he got me. You know what I mean? And keep it moving. Like, but doing the lawsuit and stuff, that's only making it more of what Kendrick's saying about not like us. That's making it more for people to say, oh, he's just from Canada. Like, and now people are even saying what's like, you know, obviously we know Drake is black as well, but now people are like, oh, this Jewish guy from Canada. Like, they're not even like pitting any of his blackness in it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we see it all over the place on Twitter, Instagram. Like, this is just hurting like the public image. It's hurting him more. Well, people already, and I feel like with the Not Like Us and all these songs and the beef, I feel like there's a lot. I feel like what's not being talked about enough is how many people actually probably didn't really like Drake.
Yeah,
and was waiting for something like this to happen, because we saw it with the Pusha T thing, right? When this thing's finally starting, when people like, man, I told you, like, Drake's, you know, all this stuff about him. So like, I feel like this is just, you know, the public, you know, opinion of people feeling this way about Drake already. You know what I mean? And this was just like the icing on the cake of Kendrick Lamar doing it, and now everyone's ready to be like, yeah, you know. So I think he's just not handling it well with a lawsuit like this, and then also with the Not Like Us being, you know, being portrayed as more popular than it already is. Bro, I was talking to co-workers, I was talking to Uber drivers who don't even know, don't even listen to hip-hop. I was talking to people who don't even know, like, listen to hip-hop, and people, we went to downtown, like, and talked about, people who don't even really know it, but they're like, oh yeah, I know a little bit about it.
Yeah, I know a little about the Kendrick and
people who don't even listen to hip-hop, you know what I mean? It's like, but they know about it, you know what I mean? So, you could talk to someone's grandma right now and be like, oh, you heard that Not Like Us song? They probably like, what's that? You play, all you hear is do 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 do, and all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, I heard that. Like, bro, like the song is literally everywhere. So there's no possible way it's not more popular than it already is when it's literally everyone. You got the one. Everyone is literally listened to the, like, or heard the song. You know what I mean? So bots or payola or whatever it is, everyone already knows it, no matter, like, regardless. You know what I mean? Like, the two of the biggest superstars on the planet right now. Yeah. And you're telling me it took bots and payola to make the song popular?
Yeah,
I disagree with that. You know what I mean? And like I said, I tried to, you know, I felt bad because I was trying to say,
it already says it is.
Yeah, and I was already trying to stay neutral and all these things too, but with that, you know, with some of the things that were alleged, for me, it's a little bit like, you know, I mean, and like I said, I try to stay. I am on Team Kendrick, so, you know what I mean, like, as far as the music, like, of who I feel like won. But when it comes to, like, reading some of these allegations, some of it's a little bit like, brother, like,
yeah,
I just felt like it was unneeded. Like, now it's just, and I fuck with Drake too. Like, I listen to a lot. You know, we did a review for his album and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we listened to his music and stuff. You know, Thank Me Later, or, you know, all that stuff. Like, he got some classic albums under his belt, but Nothing Was the Same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, like, So Far Gone. Like, hold on, we going even back. Let's go back even more. You know,
back in the tapes.
Yeah, but
you got a lot.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's one of those moments where it's like, bro, you should have just took it on the chin. It's hip hop, you know what I mean? Like, keep it moving, just keep it pushing, bro. Because he has a big fan base still. He could drop tomorrow, and that shit's still gonna hit 1 million views, no matter what. It's you know, but
I was hearing something like, actually, I think today, 50 Cent was saying something about, like, Drake had stuff in the cut.
Yeah, but where was it?
Yeah, where was it? Yeah, he had stuff in the cut for Kendrick. Like, he got dishes ready, but, like, he ain't put them out yet.
Like, drop it on the Super Bowl.
Ooh, yeah, that'll be.
They do something like at this point. Yeah, but for me. Now, bro, sorry, excuse me if you.
he said,
like, for me, bro, if you hear your man's a little congested and shit, man. So,
Drake had more unreleased Kendrick in the vault, but was loaded, ready to go. But there's no way.
Yes, okay, but
stop.
So
you're losing. Now I gotta fix this.
Yeah, exactly. Now, but it's like now you're doing damage control and all that shit. Where it's like, bro, you should have just dropped a diss. Or just, you know, just gracefully bow down. You know, which I thought the hard part 6 was like a wave the right flag. Okay, it's over. We're done. But doing this shit, bro, is like,
now you're just adding more fuel to
whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's the part that's like, damn, bro.
Like, the beef was the beef. Like, the disses. Like,
and I'm
records are the records.
Drake can hear this, and I want to interview Drake. Me personally, I want to interview Drake. So I don't care. But this type of shit is like, bro, like, you didn't need to do the like, you didn't need to do any of this, bro. Like,
there's no other rappers in there doing that back in the day, it's like, man,
Ja Rule ain't doing that shit. You know what I mean? And look how, and if anyone had it worse,
you see the Game doing that with
50 or anything like, yeah, you know what I mean? But or Meek Mill, like all this shit, you know what I mean? It's like ain't nobody doing this, bro. Like, and you did niggas bad too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like okay, like when you bully someone and then you get punched back, you can't handle it.
Yeah,
you feel me though? Like he should have fucking like I don't know, just Pusha T, bro. Like
I know.
You know,
this Pusha T about
all the shit about your son and all that.
Yeah, bringing up his son, hiding the kid from the world.
You know, making his image look like blackface as the thing.
Yeah.
Like that's talk about messing up someone's image.
Yeah, image.
If anyone messed up your image, to me, it's Pusha T.
Yeah.
Because from that moment, we all were like, Drake. You know what I mean? It's like like damn, he did this. You know what I mean? Oh, he's not. He's bad for all this stuff. Like to me, Pusha T's the one who really really made it personal.
He made it real personal at the time. Yeah.
I mean, but I feel like Drake be starting a lot of that shit. Or entering something like but at the same time, like it's one of those things. Like I said with the bully, it's like I could give you a wedgie and do all this shit, give you spoons until another motherfucker come around and say, "Whoa, hold on, pick on some of your own size," even though technically they're not height wise, but but then he get punched in the lip, and all of a sudden now it's like, where was that bullying shit before? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. At this point, I just don't think he's just clearly not handling it well. Because no one would do a lawsuit if you weren't,
Yeah.
So.
That's crazy. He just added more fuel to the fire. Just added more stuff to it.
Yeah.
That it shouldn't be. I mean, just be rappers. Be about the music. And not about your sales and how you getting big on your albums and all that stuff like that. I mean, just take the dishes how it is. Like you said, roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches. Yeah.
Take it to the chin.
Even if he did have stuff in the chamber, like I don't even think like you can't come out with nothing no more.
I mean, if you do, fans will still jump on it. But it's
they're still gonna jump on it, bro. But it's like, but to me, it's like if he waited, say no lawsuit, none of this happened, or not all the stuff that was alleged, right? Say all this doesn't happen, we're not talking about it. All of a sudden, Super Bowl, he drops on that like while he dropped, bro.
While the performance started.
2 tracks. He drops before, like right before,
and then go after,
and then right after, back to back. You know what I mean? Some back to back shit. Just. But now look, now hear me out. He can still do that, but it won't hit the same no more because the lawsuit. The lawsuit to me negates everything after this point. So if he ever dropped another diss track, this already it negates everything. You already lost. Now this shows it's over. So to me personally, I don't think you can come out with another lawsuit now and be looked at the same. Yeah. There's no toughness no more. There's none of that shit because it's like you've already done this now, and everything that Kendrick has pretty much pinned, like the diss tracks and stuff, the whole not like us, and you got these people in your camp. You know what I mean? Even if academics got paid, it's like, bro, like where's the loyalty? You know what I mean? Yeah. And all that stuff, like, and then other people in this camp, how do you get all this stuff? Like in this ammunition, you take all against, So it's like clearly, it's like you got some pieces to pick off in your own camp, but I don't know, man. And I'm just rambling because we never really even spoke about this. Like I haven't really,
No, we haven't really really, dragged on and talked about
like even just in general. Like we tried to save some of the stuff for the podcast, but we haven't really got to a point where we actually talked about it. So a lot of stuff I'm just like now, like even if I feel like I'm rambling, it's just all coming out now.
It's like all that I was like really feeling about the situation because it's like nobody, I just wouldn't think that would be his side of him really doing that to really put that into so to speak into paper allegations, like the whole like lawsuit and like really putting it forward and like I wouldn't see that coming from Drake, but I mean I guess like
hey man, this just show people don't beef against someone in the West Coast, man. Just don't beef against someone on the West Coast.
It's just
unless you're Common, because Common he won against Ice Cube, but that got nipped in the bud pretty fast though. So but just in general, man, like because West Coast like really be sticking together, and then like you see like even on social media like everywhere, man, like Kendrick was already big before, but this is really his time. I think, and also another thing too with Drake is like Drake is Drake, but no, like
yeah, he's Drake.
Now in the hip hop world, Drake took a big L basically. Like he took a hit.
Yeah,
in the hit, like for people who are hip hop heads, you know, like really listen to hip hop. But outside of that, you know, and probably, you know, different places in the world, and you know, the girl fan base, you know, all that stuff, or like they don't give a fuck about none of this.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of guys that don't listen to hip hop, they don't. Okay, if Drake drops tomorrow, bro, like you still have this massive fan base who don't give a fuck about rap beef. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who don't care about rap beef. So so what I'm saying, in the world of hip hop, he's kind of like, no one really is. Everyone's kind of like, damn.
Yeah, they're kind of whatever about.
But outside of it, it's like, bro, Drake, you still could do your thing. Like it's not, you know. But I don't know, man. You know, it's gonna be weird, like in the future too, like, cause that man, he took two. Damn, I don't know, man. That's it. I'm just trying to recall if there's ever been a moment in hip hop where someone got sued like this. Obviously, this is like different because now there's like, you know, or even just for like,
not
like for your likeness and your image and stuff like that, like you
or nothing like that.
Yeah, but because obviously now it's a different era with, you know, Spotify and bots and things like that. And but back then, even payola, like you could have did payola back then with radio shows and stuff. But someone will have to let me know in the comments. But I just don't remember a time where there's someone who sued off of rap beef.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't even see. Yeah,
that's wild. Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like I just don't. You can look it up, but honestly, I don't think there's ever been. I don't think there's ever been one. Hold on, he just looking it up real quick.
Looking it up, just kind of seeing what I can really find, which, you know.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah,
it might be on the next episode of like what.
Yeah, right. When you get your own time, you got a week to kind of like look through everything.
really dig up.
But I'm sure someone's coming to let us know in the comments, like if they see this. But yeah, man, you got anything else to add on the lawsuit? And obviously we're gonna stay in tune and keep seeing, you know, what more comes out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. As of right now, though, Kendrick is riding this wave. Pause if that is a pause, but
riding the wave.
Like he's on top, like going crazy right now. You know what I mean? About to have that, you know, album going crazy, numbers going crazy, Super Bowl about to go crazy.
Yeah,
he's about to perform. You know, you know, he's about to be. I want to go to that. We're talking about that TD. Christmas, and Kendrick Lamar's about to be part of it too.
Yeah,
that's been a crazy show.
That's dope. I mean, from the pop out he did earlier in the year to now with the Christmas stuff. I mean, he definitely, and then he did say it on the song, like in his GNX album, like he's saying he was trying to bring unity.
Yeah, I think
I forgot what song it was. I think it was probably
I think the West Coast, as far as music wise, with collaborations and stuff like that, we were talking about last episode.
Unity.
I don't think the West Coast has been this close together, like unified. Like I'm talking about from different areas, from the Bay to the LA to San Diego to all different, like, you know, to Frisco to Sacramento, like all these different areas, like Vegas. You know what I mean? Like even like, you know, because all, you know, every place that's gonna, you know, mention the West as well. So I think right now it's just a special time, and I hope people like, I hope this doesn't get took for granted and it doesn't end. Like the unity and the collaborations and all that stuff, like it needs to keep going, honestly. Like that's just really how I feel, because I don't want this to just roll over, you know what I mean? You know, like I hope Kendrick, and especially if he's gonna be the pioneer in the face of it, like he has to keep his foot on the gas. I'm sure he knows that. Maybe, I don't know. But like even going in 2025, like I wouldn't mind Kendrick maybe, you know, keep going or build PG Lang up some more and you know, piss some more artists out, like, you know, piss some more guys out, do some more shows, you know what I mean? Like, because right now he has the power to do that, the platform, the label, the people behind him. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, the gang violence in LA and different areas of the West Coast. It's like, bro, if he's got to pioneer that, like, please, like, if Kendrick, if you ever watching this, I doubt it, man. I doubt you even see this, but Bro, you got like you just got to keep your foot on the gas, please. You know what I mean? Because I think that's like it's a bigger picture than just music. Like it's bigger than just rap. Like kind of with Nipsey, you know what I mean? Like the marathon is like in like building, what he was talking about for health, or spirituality, like building stores and having employees, you know what I mean, giving people jobs, all this stuff, and what he like, who knows what he was gonna do for his next chapter. Like for me, it's bigger than hip hop. You know what I mean? Like that shit, because music is music, and that's a passion, that's an art.
Yeah, it's an art.
But that's it, but this is how far you can take it. You could like unify people and stop shit from happening. It's like, bro, man. Because there's too much negative shit going on.
Yeah, too much negativity going on, man. Gotta bring some more positive vibes into the hip hop. Yeah, to the hip hop community.
Yeah, I mean it's
to the LA community.
It's ironic that all this is coming out of a rap beef, but because that's a negative thing. But it sometimes it's the balance of things. Sometimes this shit has to happen for something bigger to even happen, right? Yeah. If it took this rap beef or whatever to get us unified and do whatever we have, then so be it. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it has sometimes things just had to happen, and so Drake's just had to be it just had to be the guy, like.
Yeah, to be.
And some runs don't last forever.
Lighter to the fire.
And some runs don't last forever. Like some shit just ends. But I mean, it's not like his run's gonna like just end like that. But
no,
you just might not be. You're not gonna be like the front. He's actually not the front runner no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
like that real hip hop shit.
I mean, I think the year is almost over, right?
Yeah.
Kendrick is the spotlight right now. Drake is gonna drop most likely next year.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. There's no way he doesn't.
Yeah, he's gonna drop. I mean, definitely gonna have to. I mean, just to battle with Kendrick and the big three. J. Cole's in the mix right now. Yeah, man. Shout out J. Cole. I mean,
big facts.
I mean, it seems like. I don't know if retirement's coming. I think he just posted about the Greenville Festival.
And all his projects are back on platforms like mixtapes and stuff.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. I mean, the warm up. If people didn't know about that, Friday Night Lights. Yeah, they didn't know about that as well.
And this man right here is a big J. Cole fan.
Yeah, so I was. Yeah. I think for a J. Cole fan, people was like, waiting for years.
Yeah.
When streaming got so big as it is now, I mean, people was waiting years for the blog era. The blog era, they said.
Bro, man, there's so many projects that
from the blog area
especially because we don't have like any because all the mixtape sites are like down now, right? Like Pip is done.
Yeah, there's no
Spinrilla. My mixtapes.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's still available.
I think my mixtapes might be
because I'm going back. I was telling you, I'm going back to my SoundCloud looking for.
Yeah, you gotta go back to the
old mixtapes I had saved back then because I was listening to like Pro Era, Peep the Apocalypse, like that tape.
Yeah,
I was listening to
Steve's.
Yeah, like I Am Sue, Killed 2. Like I was listening to a few projects. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's past week.
And that's one of those things that's like it sucks because I think with those mixtapes, a lot of it's like samples that they had to clear and they had to go through a lot of hoops.
Yeah,
but it just sucks. That's like, man, like I missed the Dat Piss and I missed these we need another thing where to keep these mixtapes like together so we could so people could just go back and a platform where we could just go back to these mixtapes.
And it's hard too, for people like nowadays trying to go back into their catalog. It's like, they're probably they're missing like some prime projects that they didn't even get to hear because it's not on streaming.
Bro, because even like Joey Badass's Summer Nights is on platforms, but it's like
it's not
like half of it.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not even the full project. Yeah, so I'm like, bro, where's
so you gotta go on YouTube or SoundCloud and all that stuff.
What you said is on point.
Yeah, the blog.
Like there's people who don't even know like some of these artists got crazy mixtapes.
Yeah, so,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like your favorite artist you might not even realize got some like mixtapes that put them on. You know what I mean? Or not even just put them on. Some of their best music is on those tapes. You know what I mean? Like J. Cole got some of his best songs, like "Dollar in a Dream," like all.
Yeah.
Like he got some of his best music on those tapes, man. So
Friday Night Lights. I mean, that project. I mean, that could have been an album. That could have been big too. Big back facts. Then. I mean, the warm up. I mean, those is when I started to like really see him as an artist, and the come up, the mixtape before that. So no, it's good, and with the podcast he's doing. like he's uploading. I think it should probably end. I think this week because he's talking about the Forest Hill Drive.
Oh yeah,
that's a 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, 10-year anniversary.
So he's doing a whole event in New York and all that. And
shout out J. Cole, man.
Yeah, and it's like it seemed like for him, it sounds like I don't know. It could be retirement soon. The way because now all the projects are on the
rappers don't retire. Yeah. Rappers don't retire.
They don't so-called retire, but it seems like. Or they're taking a step back from music.
Yeah, I can see taking a step back. Yeah,
for him, it's like it's a big thing because he had like the future run of this year and last year.
Yeah,
he had like a lot of features with a lot of different artists.
And he dropped the what was that album? The Off Season.
Yeah, that one.
That was
I might delete later.
Yeah,
this year that was a good project. So it's like he might be taking just a step back, like
just a hiatus.
Yeah, just a hiatus. I think, he got kids and stuff.
You think this too, like with the whole Big Three and thing, like you think fast forward, like looking at it now in the present, that's like J. Cole did the right thing? Like from just staying out of it?
Staying out of it? Because, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little 50-50. It's like he kind of like jumped in and then he jumped out.
Like 1 foot in, 1 foot out?
Yeah, one foot in, 1 foot out. And so it's like
it was doing the hanky panky.
Yeah,
bitch, your right foot in.
Man was putting 1 foot in the water and 1 foot out. He's like, "Whoa, it's too cold."
Well, think about it this way though, like if he was thinking, I think he did the right thing personally, because I think he thought it was gonna be like Kendrick was saying, like this could be a friendly fade, but don't bring the family in it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like with J. Cole, I think he thought the same thing. This is just gonna be a friendly fade, right? The Big Three was supposed to be who's the best the best out of us. This is supposed to be competitive. Who got the best verses? Like let's have a rap battle, but like not a battle rap. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to talk about fucking pedophiles and being your wife and all this. All like because they got like they were cutting deep like in these records. So for someone like J. Cole who's like, whoa, hold on, I don't need to be. If you guys gonna be talking about that, I'm gonna just let y'all have this battle. I'm gonna go back over here and go rap and do do the other things, right? But if I think J. Cole would have stayed in it if it was just who got the best, let's go on radio and let's have a freestyle battle, or let's see who has the best verses. Let's put out song for song, like, and be competitive, and we could have like little jabs, like who's my verse is better than Kendrick's and shit, like little jabs. But I think playing the long game, but looking at it now from the beginning, I think J. Cole did the right thing because he thought it was just going to be competitive and see who's the best, and not let's get personal.
Yeah, true.
Right? Because once it gets personal, what's the point of being in it? Especially if J. Cole's not trying to get, especially if he's not trying to get personal with like. If both of them are his friends, why do I get personal with both of you guys? Like, I don't need to get personal. Yeah. This is just about, hey, I'm better than both of you guys. I'm the number one out of the Big Three. I'm LeBron. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, LeBron.
So, I think that's what what J. Cole thought it was going to be. So, yeah. Shout out to J. Cole, man. You did the right thing.
Yeah, he did the right thing. Yeah, I mean, he's not like, fully getting, slandered, for the whole, like, thing. For the whole diss. I mean, he dropped it and he, took it off the stream and then he just kind of stayed out of it. So, I mean, I could agree with it because I didn't really want to see that anyways. I mean, me personally, I wanted a project with them both. I mean, they rapped on each other's beats back in the day. It was like the Black Friday. And he did.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like way back in the blog era. So it's like, I really wanted a project with them, but fortunately, it was probably never going to happen. It was before the beef. I don't think it was ever going to happen, anyways. Just depending on artists be like talking about our time frames. Just like Kendrick.
I mean, we didn't even get if we didn't get Black Hippie, we're definitely not getting no J. Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah, and that's what we would thought. Especially when Kendrick was talking about all that in the song.
The Hard Part 6.
Yeah.
Like he's the reason why it didn't happen.
Yeah, why it didn't happen. What sucks, it's like we were because they like a mixtape, right? Black Hippie.
Yeah,
like they have a,
but it's like kind of
mixtape.
like more of like a compilation mixtape of like all their
songs,
you
but
know.
it's not like official like
Yeah, I don't think.
album.
Yeah, I don't think it's like
Dreamville
official.
did.
Yeah.
Like
but,
Dreamville put all the artists together.
Yeah,
they did,
and
like,
and that's one of those things that like why I felt like maybe Kendrick is singing now. Like we gotta let's collab and do all these things because maybe he missed out on that early on in his career. Where it's like, damn, maybe we didn't do enough. You know?
Yeah, maybe they can still do it.
But man, as a Black Hippie, like you know me, bro. Back then, I was showing everyone that shit. Like the Black Hippie shit, bro. I was like, hey,
Yeah,
you know,
this guy was super
Man.
big on the Absol and the Schoolboy,
Man,
everybody
bro, heavy,
in that
bro.
era.
Like
in the
I
early
was-
2010s.
Bro, I was showing everyone that shit, bro.
Yeah, the
Even
Black
the
Hippie
compilation tape, I was showing people like, hey, look, listen to this.
Yeah, nah, you
Man.
gotta really be on the blog area to figure out all
Man.
that, all those projects coming
the
out.
underachievers and shit. Yeah, we was going crazy back then, man.
One of the few first concerts I've been.
Yeah, Dom Kennedy. Yeah, man, that era was just that was a fun time in music, man. Like honestly, bro.
Concerts. I mean, I went to a lot of concerts. I went to Underachievers.
Yeah.
I've been to
There was so many good artists, man.
yeah artists at the time.
Yeah.
The music, was killer to listen to.
What was one of your
that piffs and all that?
what was like your favorite tape? And that's what we need though. We need like what happened to Dat Piff? Like what happened with that? I didn't really like that shit just kind of disappeared.
It was. We have to get to it on another episode.
All right,
but
we're safe for it.
yeah, because like
That's what
I
we
think
like.
because the dude said it was bought by somebody else.
Damn.
And he sold it to another person.
So is there a place to listen to all mixtapes?
Now, is there a place? That's a good question. I really don't know. I feel like, you gotta go on YouTube. You gotta go on your thing. I think they might still have my mixtape.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
They might still have it,
I'm gonna download that shit and look at it after this episode.
But the reason why we like Dat Piff is because they had a good catalog of all the artists. Like they'll do from platinum to gold and all that stuff. See, but nowadays it's like I don't even know, the mixtapes names by heart like that. And I don't know them like that.
Yeah,
I would have to go
search the artist.
Yeah, I have to search the artist.
But it sucks because doesn't it feel like it's like missing like music now? Like there's artists where you go back, it's like people are just gonna see their catalog and their albums on Apple Music and Spotify or YouTube, whatever. It's like there's like
countless
the shit that's missing in between that's like
countless
projects that, like from artists' catalog, like you were saying before, like people's catalogs, man, where there's just shit missing, bro. Like
that's why it's a little tough with like loving the Spotify and Apple Music is because they're missing a big portion, of it. Of like those rappers, bro. Because
some of those mixtapes are my favorite. Man. Some of those are my like the best work of I said. Some of those artists like they got their best work on mixtapes. Like
going back on your question, what were you about to say? What was the best?
Oh yeah, like what was that one that you were bumping heavy like back then?
Ooh,
like during that time, like
during the mixtape era, there was like countless projects. I mean,
or like during like when we were in high school, like during like early like days.
Now I'm trying to think like obviously Friday Night Lights, I was bumping that. The Dream Chaser series, I was a big Meek Mill fan. Like, the Dream Chaser series, the two
talk about platinum on the Dat Piff.
that was on the tier. A lot of Lil Wayne mixtapes. The
No Ceilings
series, No Ceilings. Definitely the Wiz Khalifa. I guess he's working on Cushion Juice too. Yeah.
What was that one?
He had that one.
He had one mixtape that I can't think of the name of.
He had the Taylor one. Cabin Fever.
Oh, Taylor All the Dice, whatever.
Yeah, All the Dice.
Yeah, that was dope.
Cabin
I think that's what I was
Fevers.
thinking of.
The Cabin Fevers. Big Sean mixtapes were
Detroit.
Yeah, were good back then.
Yeah,
and that's what. But he got Detroit on the streaming, but he doesn't have. I don't think he has the Finally Famous.
Oh, Finally Famous series.
Yeah, I don't think he has those on the streaming. On the streaming.
Yeah, I was heavy on Absol got a couple has a couple mixtapes long term long term too, which man if he had those on platforms, bro. Action Bronson, Blue Chips.
the Blue Chip series.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Action Bronson had some dope ass ones back then too. For me, it was like Pro Era. I feel like Pro Era was like
Peep. Yeah,
Peep was probably like that was my shit, bro.
Yeah,
like,
Capital Steez was alive at the time.
Yeah. Shout out Capital.
Yeah,
Even Capital
Joey
Steez,
Badass. Joey Badass was definitely big. Yeah,
even Capital Steez got 1999 Summer Nights. To me, Summer Nights is to this day. I feel like Summer Nights is Joey's best project, and that's a mixtape.
Ooh, it could be a hot take. I don't know. That could be a hot take. A lot of people like 1999. So
man, I fuck with 1999.
My personal favorite, well, actually, to me, it was Summer Night. I could play that whole thing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Summer Nights was just a vibe, man, and especially at that point, like. Capital Steez, was passed away. So it's like, and I felt like Joey Badass was just in it, like,
dedication song.
As far as lyrically, I feel like Joey Badass was at his peak, like at that, not his peak, but like at like his, like, he was at a good point because he was young in 1999. I think he was like, what, 15, 16? Like, you know what I mean? That? Yeah.
Ooh, Chief Keef. I was thinking about
Keef,
that.
Back from the dead. Yeah, Chief Keef had it.
And he was like, what, 15, 16? Making that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the era of
Nipsey, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I remember in school I was waiting for that. I like how they had the countdown.
And you had
used to wait on that.
Oh yeah, and you had the Drake was doing this thing during that time. You had what's his name? Like Dizzy Wright, Hopsin, all those guys. Like when they were doing they had
Casey Veggies was big at the time.
Casey Veggies,
life changes and
somebody's
great.
But we could go on for days because and I feel bad because we're probably missing so many people. But like even like the Bay Area, like HBK gang was doing their thing and shit. You know what I mean? So. Dom Kennedy, like all this.
Oh yeah. Ooh, like, the Dom. Yeah, Yellow album.
Yeah, the Yellow album. And there was a lot of dope albums during that time too. Like
there was a lot of dope.
People were doing it. Shout out Rhapsody too. Rhapsody got some dope ass shit. Yeah.
The Dom. What was that? Rhapsody. We ball.
We ball.
Kendrick. We ball. That was a good one. Yeah, Kendrick was on that one.
Man, Danny Brown had some dope ass shit during that time too.
Yeah, Danny Brown. Just like you said, I could go on for days.
Yeah, we go on for days.
Yeah, because 2 Chainz was popping at the time too.
Yeah, 2 Chainz. Yeah, there was a lot of artists doing that thing during that.
Lil Wayne.
I'm over here getting sad and shit.
Yeah,
it's nostalgia. It's like
because I'm thinking about what I was playing on the bus all the time because I was on the metro a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, I was on the bus like. I'm like, man, what was I playing when I went to school, waiting for the bus, getting home from school? Just like, what was I playing back then?
Walking to the bus in the morning.
Yeah, walking up to what was I playing? Because I always had headphones at the time.
Every day was headphones. Every day.
I used to, like, if I didn't have my headphones, bro, that was not a good day in high school.
I'm trying to sneak that. I'm trying to sleep and sneak that motherfucker while I'm in class. I'm trying to listen to that album and shit.
Yeah,
I'm over here sleeping with my headphone.
That's crazy. I always had an earbud in my ear. Just like it's funny because like now seeing the kids now in school, like
I'm growing my hair.
They got the AirPods all the time.
These kids nowadays, bro, what the fuck about grow your hair out? If you grow your hair out and keep a headphone in that, keep a wireless earbud in that motherfucker, bro.
The wireless, not the wire. No,
because your hair gonna cover that shit, like bro. Because I had long.
Or wear a hoodie.
If I had wireless mic. No, they're gonna tell you to take that.
Take it off.
That's what I'm saying. Grow your hair out.
Yeah.
And just use it because they're gonna tell you take your hat off. Take your hat off. Is that a hood on?
Is that
the teacher? She gonna put that shit down and like
back in the school, bro. They used to go crazy.
Teachers ain't getting no fucks back then about that.
Take your hood off. Yeah, I remember your time.
Yeah, they'll pull your shit off too. Like they won't even say take it off. They come right back. They just be walking through the aisle all of a sudden. You're like, damn.
Take your shit off.
Teacher about to get popped.
Oh man, the school times, bro. That shit was wild.
It was just fun, like going back and like that time, like going back and seeing what was dropping, like because we used to get so like kids, man, they don't know about it today, like the excitement of the block era, like of how like every day, like and then you how excited you were when you found an artist and then you like were showing people, you know what I mean, like hey, like I mean like there'll be times where you have an artist where I'm like, oh, I never heard that. I'll show people something like they never heard, you know, like it was the excitement of like trying, and then you also want to be the first to like bring it to the homies, you know what I mean, like I want to be the first one to you know what I mean, like
I know,
you know,
that's funny because actually at that time it felt like competition to be like, bro, like, nah, man, who really put you on? So and so, like,
because people used to gatekeep artists and shit. They're like, Man, I picture on Nipsey Hussle or some shit like
Nipsey.
I'd be like, damn, bro. Like,
I don't feel like I don't know if people do that nowadays.
I don't know
like
if it's
in
like
high
that
school
these days.
or middle school, and they're like, oh, I'll put you on to.
Yeah, people used to get like, like, damn it, be like arguing over that shit. Like, man, you were listening before I showed you that song. Like, all right, damn, listen to it now. It's all
There was a lot of people big,
and just wondering if like you heard the same song. Like, if it was like we go home from school. I'm not gonna see you till tomorrow. And it's like, hey, bro, did you hear that new Dom Kennedy song that just dropped?
It just dropped, yeah.
And then you can be like, I was just listening to it.
I was just listening to it. Yeah,
like just the moments of that it was just different, bro. It was just such a different time.
I remember, what was it? Digital Drip. I used to have that.
Hot New Hip Hop too.
Yeah, Hot New Hip Hop. Yeah, it's still going on.
Oh, it's still going on?
Yeah, I think I looked it up.
Digital Drip was good though.
Yeah, Digital Drip was solid because like it would be like every day. Yeah. Somebody would drop something and it would pop up.
Yeah.
On the website.
No, 100%.
Yeah, it would pop up on the website.
Like, how the fuck do they know all this? Like, they were on point. Like a Nipsey song, a Kendrick song, right. You'll see like
Dom song,
like the songs that dropped today.
Yeah.
And it would be like and the thing was dope. It's like underground shit too. It's like nowadays you try to find that and you just can't find it no more. Like it's just like mainstream artists. Like where's the blog of just like underground artists like that, you know what I mean? So, I just don't got the time. I would be like, let's start it. I don't know if I got time for that. Like, honestly,
I know. Wish we had all the time, but it's like, that's definitely a big thing. That's a good point. That you said, Brian. It's like it's hard to find music like. As like hip hop heads that we all are on this platform, even Kev as well. It's like, like finding music is not easy. It's not. I don't feel easy like
how it was before.
How it was before. Like you had a website you can go on and they'll post this, that, and the third. I think that's why when I tell y'all, they'll be like, oh, I didn't know so and so.
Oh yeah, I'll be like,
because I have to find. There's different blogs out there. I think I follow. I think a big one is like Our Generation Music. They usually post like,
but a lot of it's like mainstream though.
And
and that's the problem. It's like that's
a good point. And
because I was listening to
in NFR podcast, they do the same thing. It's usually mainstream. It's like, dude, what happened?
Yeah, what happened to the because like bro, because I be
they're missing something here.
Like I've been listening to this new Sky Zoo album.
Oh, okay.
I just dropped it like last. I think during this week. Yeah, and I'm like, I just came across it. And I'm like, bro, I would have never known this. Like, I'm happy I found it like that. Because I fuck with him heavy. So like
you gotta. I feel like
you gotta like follow every single of your favorite artists.
Yeah, I think you gotta follow their socials or like, something.
Too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
Follow like 1,000 of
like I'm not necessarily saying you gotta like follow everybody, but I feel like you gotta do more research.
You gotta do more research.
Yeah, it's like because like the Sky Zone, like I've seen it. Yeah, but I didn't see anybody else post it. I felt like if it wasn't for really Twitter and somebody saying, "Oh, these projects," like, right? Because usually there's different communities on Twitter that I follow. Yeah, and they always share like, "What do you guys listen to?" This. See, if there's a website like a blog that actually posts this.
Let us know if you made it this far in the video.
If you made it this far, let me know we're at the end where the website's at.
Yeah, let us know, man, if there's a website that like it's just like, or if it's Reddit or whatever, any of these blogs, like any of these, like if there's a site, whatever it is that not just mainstream, but let us know like what we're talking about, the hot new hip hops, the digital drips, that like who lets us know like who's dropping like what some more underground artists too, like or who's not. Or who's in that middle where they're not mainstream, they're not necessarily, but like right there, you know what I mean? So let us know, man, in the comments if so we have a place to go to and we can shout them out as well. So, but yeah, man. Other than that, man, this was a fun episode. We went over a lot. We went from Christmas to Dat Piff to Drake lawsuits. Like, this might be like I think this might be a 2-hour episode, man. Caleb, man, goddamn, he missed out on this one. This was a fun one, yeah. But
I know we'll have to talk about the 2024 list.
And we don't have a whole lot. We never be at these days. We don't really have a whole lot of shit prepared. We kind of just be going off the cusp. You know what I mean? We just be flowing with it these days. But yeah, man. That's a wrap for. Yeah, it's about to. We've been missing. We got a little bit of time. So, got anything else to add before we hop out of this?
No, I mean, just like, share, and subscribe, and do all that good stuff, and follow all our videos, and go look at our last video as well. We were talking about some big stuff, and Christmas holiday podcast we had. So
Thanksgiving,
a little bit of Thanksgiving. If y'all like corn and your cornbread, I know I saw videos of that. Some people love that little snippet because that's very funny.
It's funny, man. It's hilarious. But and then we'll be back next week. I think we might not be here for Christmas Eve. I'm down for New Year's Eve if y'all are. Because we'll be done by 9, so New Year's that shit don't hit till 12.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? So we could still knock out an episode. So we'll speak on that. But I know we're talking about like behind the scenes shit on camera. But don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Go check out everything. Check out Twitter, X, etc. Twitter, X, Instagram, and X. All the platforms, whatever we're on. Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Google Podcast. I don't even know, man. But audio, everything, video, we do it all, man. And man, let us know in the comments, whatever.
Let us know in the comments, bro.
This is by the time I get to this point, we done. Yeah,
the lawsuits, everything. Let us know.
Big facts, man. Yes, sir. And most importantly, share. Share our podcast.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Share our podcast, man. Yeah, we out of here, man.